My name is Dr. Okafor Chidumeje, CEO at OurDrKing Foundation Nigeria, convener Triathlon, the Lupus Day. A few months ago, I was on evening call duty at the emergency. A man, gentleman, and a very decent lady came in with a child of about 12 years. The child looks well taken care of. So they said the child went to buy something and was attacked by people, by masquerades, touts, and they beat them up so that they were called. That the case is, in fact, from the way the story went, that the case is already in the police. So I immediately they told me the story, I went into action, started treating the child, started trying to give the child the best I can. So, but the injuries were consistent with flogging, masquerade flogging, was consistent with flogging, and there were bumps on the head, consistent with the whatever the story the woman told me about masquerades and co. So I tried my best, and then unfortunately we lost the girl. So the child, they actually wanted to take the child immediately, but because of our protocol, any assault, so especially when they now say there's a police case, so we now said no, that you can't take the child home. Since the police has not actually seen this child and didn't present a statement, the best thing is to keep this child in the mortuary, so that you invite police. Police comes, examines the corpse at least first, decides whether the corpse should be released for you. So the two ladies, they dropped their contact. The lady and the man dropped their contact, then they left. Remember, I told you I was on night call duty. This thing was happening around, in fact, I just finished taking over. It was happening around 4 p.m., 4 to 5 p.m. So around 12 noon, the mortician on duty that night came out and told the nurses that he wants to see me. I said, really? He said, yes, he wants to see me. That please, there's somebody that wants to verify something from me in the mortuary. So, well, I was part of the team that took the child to the mortuary, so I assumed it should be one of the people working with him. No, this is not the mortician, this is the mortuary attendant, one of the mortuary attendants on duty that night. So I now went to the place. So when I came into that place, into the mortuary, I actually sat outside. So of course I was sitting outside. I wasn't expected to go inside now. I was sitting outside expecting whoever that wants to see me to come out and see me. So the particular guy that called me now told me that the person that called me, that sent him to call, that the man that sent him to call me was just sitting here, but maybe he just stepped out. That should just wait here. Let him step down towards closer to the gate and know whether he went over there, maybe expecting that I'll be there. So because I was already exhausted, of course, we were meant to go together to check for him. So because I was exhausted, I told him, let me just sit here and wait. Go there and call the person and come out. So as I was sitting there, it was 12 in the midnight. Of course, that place was well lit, so it's not like it was gloomy or like the kingdom of hellfire. So it was just well lit. So I was just sitting down. Then as I was sitting down, I discovered that there was a child around 11, 12 years playing at the corner with the flowers over there. So I assumed it might be one of the kids of those attendants. Of course, I don't know whether they come with their kids, but parents now, I assume it was one of the kids. So, and of course, that place was well lit. So, kids now, seeing an adult, next thing is to divert the play towards me. So the child now came closer and was almost trying to play with me, and I said, okay, no problem. So I wasn't really paying attention to her, to the girl actually. So, but the child was trying to play with me. So then the next minute, the child's story started changing. More like, the child started telling me that my daddy said he's not the one that fathered me, and then he used to beat me. Every time he comes back, he will flog me. And then he injured me seriously. And then at a point, I was not able to breathe again. And then you are supporting them. You are supporting them. You are supporting them. So, of course, children. So don't mind that I'm saying it like this. The child was saying in such a way that it looks typical of the way children talk. So I wasn't really paying that much attention, but of course I was speaking the words. So I turned to child. I said, "Oh, really?" I was supporting. Don't worry. If you see, when next if your father comes back in here, tell me I'm going to flog him very, very well. I'll flog him seriously. How dare he beat you? I'll flog him seriously. I just said that. I'm concentrating on pressing my phone. So the next seconds or minutes, the mortuary attendant came back with the other person. So I now asked the man what the problem is. So the man said that there is a child there that they brought, but the child has been disturbing. If you place her in this direction, she will change. If you place her in this direction, she will change. So that he now had to go back into spirit, and the spirit now told him that the child wants to see the doctor on duty. So he called. That's why he said he should call me. So immediately he said that, and I became scared and frightened. I said, "What do you mean somebody in the mortuary? Does it mean the child is back alive or what?" The guy said, "I don't know. Maybe you should come and check." So I stood up and said, let it not be that this girl that we assume that died has woken up in the mortuary. This one will be, that is, my license will be withdrawn. So we rushed back in. In fact, I rushed back in. They were just following me slowly. I rushed back in. I said, "Where is the child?" They pointed to the child. I went to the child. This child was cold dead. I said, this child is cold dead now. Which one is he talking? I said, the child is cold dead. And I looked to her. I said, was it not this child that was just speaking to me a few minutes ago outside? The child was saying something like I was supporting his father. Does it mean any one of you didn't come with a child? He said, the man told me child. Is he stupid? Why would he come with the child to the mortuary in the night? I said, there was a child. Hey, I said, I've now understood what just happened though. I rushed back immediately. Washed back, tore the folder, used my money, bought a fresh folder, and wrote back this history as a history of assault. And now changed the narrative of that their parents to be the relatives said. I wasn't now writing it as what happened. I was not writing it as relatives alleged. But that from my findings, this is a case of murder or manslaughter. I changed it like that in the history. In fact, I was one that then called police and gave police my view, and also told police that story about what that child did. Of course, that story, the case now followed up there. Strange things happened in the hospital.